just popped a on me, so
All right,
I'll be floating
I
in about
just
an hour.
lost the blunt somewhere.
dumbass. Hey babe, you wanna pack a bowl? A bowl? Pack a bowl?
I also attempt to rip it out, even though my pen's fucked up.
Babe, give me your
Crackhead
thing.
that shit.
Your
Back
J.
at that shit.
Your roach. We're gonna put it in the bowl.
No, look how much I have left. I have so much.
We're gonna put it in the bowl.
Hey, here.
Serious about
Smoke a little
losing
more.
the
Smoke
blunt.
a little more. Smoke a little more.
Okay.
And then we can put it in the bowl. You're such a baby, babe.
I was serious about me losing my blunt.
Let's go.
Let's go. I pull up. I'm so glad we didn't get that conversation on recording because that would have been like terrible to put at the start of this video on YouTube.
Yeah.
Because what's funny is because I have like YouTube Studio on my phone because at one point I was like posting a bunch of shorts of like me and Grim playing a bunch of random games like Red Dead and shit.
Yeah.
And 1 second. And we are getting like 1 or 2 or 3 video like views on these videos whenever I post them.
I mean, a lot of them are probably me.
Fair, but I mean like we're getting like 4 or 5 like over time.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
people, because videos like random videos are still getting shared around YouTube. But at least I think they're getting shared a lot more than they used to be.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a thing now. By the way, I have Share Factory back now that I have a PS5, so I can start making videos for the Rug Jokers again.
Dude, fuck
Yeah.
yeah. Dude,
And we were talking about this last night.
Okay. Well, just I didn't mean to cut you off, but I just wanted to make sure the Squirrel was aware. You know, you could actually like save like full-on recordings for like up to 30 minutes and stuff like as you're playing the game, and then like you think you had a good game for like a 20-minute time, you could literally save the last 30 minutes of gameplay.
Goes up to like an hour.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's if you preset a recording, but you could still like save recent gameplay up to 30 minutes.
Like unplanned recording.
Yeah, the unplanned recording. Like not even just having recorded ahead of time. You're going to be like, that was a good game. It was like a 30-minute game of Battlefield. It was a good game. Fuck it, let's record that shit. Pop it on to fucking like, because before you could only do up to like a minute long clip, right? On PS4.
You do a minute before. I think you do like 15-minute clips.
Something
No, it was
like
30.
that.
It was 30.
30
You
minutes
can
on
do 30
PS4,
minutes.
yeah.
Yeah.
But that was like for like presetting a record, right?
No, you can
No?
do 30 minutes behind.
Well, I
I
just
think on
didn't know that.
PS5 you can do up to an hour.
But yeah, dude, this shit's cool. And also, you can edit the footage too.
Yeah, that's the thing you can do now. You can straight just cut footage out of things you don't want.
Yep.
And you
I
can
forgot
straight
you're
upload
into
it to
media shit.
your chair. If you upload it to PSN, you can access that footage anywhere you can log into PSN.
Alright. So, let me grab my phone.
Second.
I don't have my fucking... No, my fucking dice bag's right here. What am I...
Oh, by the way, we were talking about GTA earlier. If you copy your character over to 5, you'll get everything that you got up to that point. So, any difference in like gameplay, it will only affect the PS5 version or the PS4 version, whichever one you play in.
What are you on about, my guy?
Because we're
He's talking
talking about
about
GTA.
because he's going to go back to GTA 5.
Right.
He's not played the PS5 version of it yet.
Oh, yeah. To transfer your character to new gen.
Yeah, he's
You
not done
don't.
none of that yet.
Actually you don't have to transfer. Just
Well,
copy it
yeah. That's what I mean.
now. Yeah.
After the next gen
Awesome.
update thing.
Also, how's the sound on my end? Because I'm using my controller mic.
Dude, controller mics are actually good. They are good.
Yeah.
Like there's minimal echo. You kind of sound like you're talking into a tin can, but it's not that bad.
I mean, like, would you guys prefer if I put my headset on, or is the controller mic fine?
The controller mic's fine. If you want to just listen
That's
to us
fine.
through
Yeah.
your controller like we're talking to you on speakerphone, that's fine.
He's got a big old sound bar.
Oh, you have us on a TV sound or what?
Well, no, right now I've got it on the controller speaker.
Yeah, because I think if you put on a
Like
TV
you
sound,
hear
we'll hear
us and
us.
we hear you, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just like you're on the phone with me on speakerphone, basically. But instead of a phone, it's my controller.
Yeah.
Also, have you played any games with the haptic feedback yet?
I don't think so.
Just
Play
wait until you.
EFO?
I don't think that game has haptic feedback.
I don't think so.
Wait until you play a game that actually has haptic feedback, to where like whenever you pull one of your triggers for like shooting a gun, you actually feel the trigger pull of individual guns of like different trigger strengths and like
Oh,
snapping and everything.
I fucking
Didn't
hate that.
GTA have that?
I love that,
Yeah,
dude. I absolutely love that.
it's
Red Dead would
annoying.
have that.
Ah, fuck. Cunt.
Yeah,
Isn't
Shit.
there? Isn't there a PS4 final update for Red Dead?
No.
No,
no.
that
There's not
game's
a PS5
dead.
version of Red Dead yet.
That game's dead. They are never
Yeah,
touching that game again. Do you understand that? That game is a fantastic, beautiful gem that they have shat on and left to rot.
Yeah, I don't know why they
Yeah.
did that. That had so much fucking potential.
It was, in my opinion, it was so much better than GTA 5 Online.
Yeah, it kind of was for a
Uh,
bit until the griefers.
Yeah, well, dude, I mean, like, the whole thing was if they actually just continued to update the game and improve the online features and, like, listen to the community on that game, and, because, like, right now it's still incredibly fun.
But it's Rockstar. They only want their ideas. They don't give a fuck about anybody else's but themselves.
I know.
And then, of course, people defend them over it, thinking that's the right way because Rockstar is God to
They didn't
them.
even finish the fucking story for Red Dead Online, dude.
oh
They
yeah, they
didn't even
didn't.
they didn't even finish the story. They didn't give the
Don't
game
matter.
its fair shot, and I'm so upset by it.
It's Rockstar.
Oh
They're
yeah, because it's
gods.
like basically you just
They leave out one
end it
last
like
boss because you kill the guy's cousin who did the actual murder. You killed you killed like the real fucking rich white guy who had like all his fucking mafia gang around him and shit, who hired the killing, and then you were supposed to go after his sister who actually thought of the killing and actually wanted it to be done and ordered it. But we never got there.
I don't think I got that far.
Because the whole point was like you meet in Blackwater with the lady who saved you and her butler, right? You meet in the middle of the street of Blackwater in like the crosswalk, and she pulls out like a gun in her duffel bag, and not really duffel bag, but like her purse, and shoots the like the well dressed fucking mafia guy, and one group escorts her back to the carriage while the other group goes with the butler to execute another guy. So that's two birds with one stone in that mission. And then you're supposed to go after his sister, who was like the whole head honcho of this whole like fucking killing the lady's husband who saved you. That whole thing. But like you never get to finish it because they just said fuck you, Red Dead, you don't deserve your fucking life to actually be lived. We're gonna kill you in your infancy, not even gonna live to adulthood.
Yeah,
I
because
mean,
adulthood
neither
is
there
overrated.
any of their onlines really except for GTA Online. And GTA 5 Online, the only reason it really picked up was because that was the first time they ever did like a mass multiplayer game, and mass multiplayer games were also very popular at the time.
I mean, they still
Everybody was
are.
looking for a sense of community.
They
So what
still
I'm
are.
hearing is Red Dead Online was an abortion.
Yes.
No, Red Dead Online was the show that
No, you know what? Red Dead Online was a child that was left on the side of the street and then went into the foster system.
no.
And that foster
What
system
Red
then
Dead
left them to like just never gave them a chance, and then they are now just rotting as an 18-year-old on the street, probably
what
addicted to
the problem with
drugs.
Red Dead was the problem with Red Dead was the timing it came out.
Red Dead Online
There
is
were
that
so
fucking.
many online games at that point that it didn't matter. You couldn't get that much player base.
I mean,
GTA had already
that's like saying you
established it.
can't get an online game to get going now. Like, there's way more now.
You really,
And yes,
really
you
can't.
can. Yes, you can. Space Marine 2, Helldivers 2. Both of those games are complete evidence of online games that are fucking massive. There are over 200,000 active Helldivers today.
Yeah, but then like a small comparison to the numbers I had.
Because of the whole
Then they had
controversy
like
with that, but it would still had like over 10,000, 15,000 daily. That is still a good amount for a game that had that many fucking players say fuck you to that game.
yeah. I
Oh,
think ESO runs about that.
You know what was a really big
ESO.
multiplayer game that was like really popular for like a day, and then everybody said "fuck you" and left?
What?
Fortnite.
Battlefield 2042.
Do you see? The thing is, like, I'm not going to say that you're wrong, but at the same time, it happened multiple times with that game. It wasn't just a one-off thing that everybody played it for like a day and then never played it again. It was like everybody played it for a day, never played it. They did a big update. Everybody played it again for a couple of days, never played it, and then they did another big update recently. And then everybody played it for a couple of days and then never played it again.
Yeah.
Like they just can't keep people.
They needed like if they're what they need to do is they need to rebrand it. If they're gonna do another version of that type of game, they need to rebrand it. Same thing with the new fucking Elden Ring game that's coming out. I think they should have just called it Night Rain instead of calling it Elden Ring Night Rain. It's
Yeah.
it's like it's not a traditional Souls-like game at all, and it follows a much more like PvE extraction squad shooter thing.
Is that what it's gonna be like?
Yes, it's you and two other players pick between a bunch of different characters and like hop into a mission that will last up to 45 minutes, each 15-minute period being a full quote unquote day in the game. So it's gonna be like 3 days in the game. You have and at the end of each day you fight a boss, and if you beat the boss you get really good gear. And at the very end you bring back that gear and you can hold on to it for another run and do better runs and get stronger gear and just continuously improve your gear kind of thing.
So it sounds like Valor
it's
or
it's it's
Vigor.
it's not
Vigor.
Elden Ring. it's
Yeah,
kind of
Elden
like
Ring is.
Vigor. But the thing is it's no PvP, it's just PvE. You are fighting random enemies in Elden Ring. There's going to be like a shit ton of trash mobs with like no really good gear coming from them, but then like a few bosses that are going to be really hard, and then if all three of you do beat them, you'll get really good gear. Each like character, quote unquote, is going to be unique completely to each other in terms of what they can use in their class abilities. There's going to be class abilities in Elden Ring, quote unquote. Like, it's weird. This isn't a Souls-like. You can't create your own character as well.
Still
Every
mad about
character is
Vigor.
pre-created. What?
Procreated.
Pre-created.
Oh.
I'm still mad about Vigor. Me and one of our other buddies, Raging, tried to play Vigor a couple years ago, and for some
We should
reason,
play it again.
well, the reason we stopped playing it was because it fucking obliterated our routers.
Did it?
No, it obliterated yours, but that was
And yours.
also no mine. I don't think I had problems with mine at that point.
Yeah, that was why we quit playing, because me and you, like, it completely shut
Well, we
off
were
our
on the same
internet.
router. We were on the same network, and basically, you were the substation for me. And then basically, what had happened was your substation went down. Me and you were on the same substation because we had the same internet.
D&D.
I was about to say the
Yes.
same shit.
Okay. Yeah.
D&D. All
It's
right.
the
I remember.
D&D Beyond. It's D&D. Where the fuck did that?
Uh,
There it is.
when are we? When are you planning on doing the Christmas theme?
Um, if you guys are available next weekend, I could probably do it next weekend.
see. It might be a little late. I don't know. I work,
Next
but I don't know
weekend?
how much we're gonna work.
Like 21st, 22nd. I could also do 28th
Yeah,
to 29th, and we could do like a New Year's theme.
I'm alright with Christmas because I kind of got an idea in mind of what I want.
So yeah, we can do 21st or 22nd. I mean, I think I'm off the 23rd.
I'm not off the 23rd. I work. I'm gonna be
Friday's my
off
last day,
the
so
25th and the 27th.
I mean, we might be able to do 27th, but I mean that's after Christmas.
I mean, I'm gonna be at family. I'm gonna be at family house
No.
at that point.
Well then, yeah, 21st or 22nd is gonna be our kind of our days then.
I
Okay.
could do either. I'm off.
Do you? What level are we starting at? You know?
We're gonna do a. Let me do a quick little bit of research real fast.
Okay.
Uh,
The go.
you know
I'm gonna
what?
just
We're gonna make you guys level. We're gonna make you guys level 10.
Level 10?
Level 10
That's for the characters for the
for
special
the
holiday
one
stuff.
shot that we're gonna be doing. Yes, level 10.
I I ain't got a class selected, but I do.
I don't care how strong you make you guys because you guys are gonna be fighting a CR12, and if you guys don't know how challenge rating works, typically take like say a challenge rating level 2 would be a relatively easy fight for 4 level 2 characters. And you guys are facing a challenge rating level 12 as level 10s. So there's only 3 of you. So it's going to be a difficult fight. But I think you guys can handle it. And if things start to go wrong, I could tip the odds in your favor one way or another.
Yeah.
Ooh, you know what? If that's gonna be the case, I wanna test out my barbarian.
Like I said, level 10. Feel free to do whatever you want.
So I'm
I will
copying
also
the.
say, um, here, I'm gonna write out something for you guys in the Discord for magical items.
I might not be there for this one.
Well, on the
Honestly,
21st. That's
but
next
what?
Saturday. That's literally next Saturday.
Honestly,
Yeah.
mostly just because I don't want to go through the effort of creating a new character.
I can create one. Just give me an idea of like
Yeah.
a Christmas themed character and I'll build you one.
I've got one actually if you want that.
we'll
Hell,
just we'll just have like the reason why I was saying let him like just create an idea for a character and I'll give you a character sheet is just because like if you so you can RP the character yourself of the character in your mind. You don't have to actually build a character sheet, just create a character archetype. You know what I mean?
guess I could do that.
Like if you say you want to be like a Santa's helper elf, I'll make you a fucking I don't know, like a because gnomes are essentially pointy-eared halflings, right? So I'll make you like a gnome artificer.
Yeah, I was actually thinking like, because Santa employs elves, so I was actually thinking either elf or gnome.
Now what I'm imagining is just like a Santa's helper reject who is like a rogue artificer, and the whole reason why he's a reject is because he couldn't like stop stealing really good toys and saying that they were his.
Okay, so hand axe is.
All right, but anyways,
I'll write it down. I have I'd have to purchase a book for it. I don't have artificer.
Alright. So heck an injury.
All right. I posted a like magic item rules for you guys for your characters when you build them. You guys will get 8 points for magical items. Common items are worth 1 point, uncommon items are worth 2, and rare items are worth 4. So you can get like 2 rare items, 4 uncommon, 8 common, that kind of thing.
Okay.
Any items you want.
Okay.
Something completely useless or something completely useful. And if you want to like reskin it as something, go ahead. Like say you have like a like wand of magic missile or something, you can reskin it to be like a candy cane of snowball shooting. Anyways, let's get into this session, yeah?
Okay.
So last session, the party, let me pull up my notes, had entered the domain of the Felwind Keep, an outpost of the Freehelm Guild, a guild of mercenaries. You guys were escorted there by one Serentus, also known around the area as the Magpie. He is a half-elf druid. You guys met with Madame Crow and Father Raven, and she gave you guys a list of jobs for you guys to complete, which you guys chose to do the job in Clear Hill, which was to stop the goblin attacks that have been happening around the area. And on the piece of paper, I will kind of like add something in that wasn't in there before, just because this is something I forgot to mention. On the piece of paper, there were not four, but 3 individual pins in the shape of knight's helm made out of brass. They are meant as like your essentially your symbol to show that you're with the Freehelm Guild.
Okay.
Your identification.
Um, question.
Yes.
I had a plan for this quest since the very moment it was incepted,
Yes.
but for that plan to either succeed or fail, I need to know one crucial piece of information.
Well, if you want to get that piece of information in the session, you can.
But it's it's not really something I can learn in character, so I was just going to ask you.
Yes. What is it?
How intelligent are goblins?
Depends on the goblin. On average, they're fairly below human level, but there are some that have like managed to be functioning members of society and actually like contribute to like be part of like high wealth society. Though I'm not going to say that there's any notable figures because I haven't made any yet. But like, yeah, there is at some point going to be like goblin royalty and like intelligent goblins and like goblin scientists, stuff like that. Like they are a thing. But on average, they're kind of dumb.
Smart goblins do
They're
exist.
What?
savage.
What
They're
was it we
savage.
had to distinguish us?
You guys had brass pins in the shape of knight helms.
Okay.
And also before you guys had before we had ended the session, you guys had visited the outpost of one Snarfit Shadowtoe, also known as the Jackdaw. Sorry, that name is so hard to get out. I hate that I wrote it like that. Snarfit Shadowtoe, but it's writ out like Old English shadow, which is scadoo. So I haven't read it in a
Shitty
while.
toe.
No, it's Shadowtoe. God damn it. Anyways, And he had like procured various different magical items from all across his various traveling points. And so if you guys wouldn't mind reminding me of what you guys had purchased, that would be awesome.
I bought a
Squirrel.
foldable boat.
Yeah, you bought the folding boat, which is currently in the shape of a small box.
I bought
Both have
Never
the
bought the
charlatan's
dice.
dice.
Yep,
both have
you
the
bought the dice. Did anyone buy the goggles or the satchel of safekeeping?
I got the satchel safekeeping.
Okay, you got the satchel of safekeeping, and so he still has the goggles and the cloak. Okay,
Yeah.
I just wanted to remember because I forgot to edit my notes and put stars next to them on items that he has sold. Nice.
boat costed me every fucking coin I had, but worth it.
You have a goddamn folding boat that is also a storage crate, sir.
Hey, don't forget I let you borrow some gold too.
Yeah, me too. And
Yeah,
All
it's
right.
more of the party's boat than it is my boat at this point.
I mean, I figured you as a solo individual were not going to use that by yourself, considering it requires more than one person to operate it unless you're using the tiny little rowboat form. And I highly doubt you're going to complete
Stroke.
your overall goal by yourself in a small little rowboat, sir.
Yeah, I'm not exactly gonna take down a fully crewed pirate ship in a rowboat.
Yeah, exactly. Anyways, commemorator of Dabrit before we get into the
uh,
actual session.
hang on. Uh, uh,
Dab.
uh,
Yep.
Yeah,
Dab.
almost.
okay, never mind. Yeah,
Water.
fabric.
I still don't think my pen's working.
You'll be alright.
Crackhead that shit.
Reminds me here, I think you could get me new dabs if I could give you money.
From where?
Wherever you get those from, I don't know. I usually get them from my sister, but trying to cut down, so I'm gonna need a new source.
I mean, I get mine from my local gas station. You can get them
Mm-hmm.
from the gas station in
Hi, baby girl.
our
Okay.
hometown.
Fucking
You
stay.
know, the one next to the village in our hometown. Because this is a recording.
I was just about to say that. Hey, this is a recording.
Yeah. Let's not dox ourselves anywhere.
I know. That's why I said it the way I said it. I'm hoping he caught my meaning.
Village.
In our hometown. Don't say it out loud, you asshole.
I mean, the village that I used to work at.
Yes.
I mean, no. Get a little closer to the mic so we can all hear.
That FBI agent is just like, yes. Let me hear all of this.
Duh. Me too.
Damn it! Damn it! There's literally a commie in the session. The government's literally watching
Kami!
us.
Kami!
Oh, and I just learned why South Korea declared martial law.
Anyways, let's get into the session, shall we?
Sorry.
So,
All
where
right.
you guys are currently is you guys have just left the Jackdaw's tent, which is I couldn't remember what I had named it, but it was something smart and something cool. But whatever. Um anyways, so just like literally like 15 feet from you guys is this large area known as the common grounds. That is where most of the mercenaries sort of hang out between jobs. There is also a couple of job postings with various like different like looking for blank position to be filled for like guard duty or something else like that. One of the jobs that you had seen before, which was the like filling in for where is it? Hold on. There it is. Yeah, so filling in the Eastern Sea for lack of personnel.
Okay, this guild was called.
The Freehelm Guild.
Huh.
So in this common grounds, you see that there is also like various different merchants selling like general goods, and also you see a couple of them have like a fresh brewed ale that is like freshly popped from a keg that they have in the back of their wagon. Some of that kind of stuff. You see a couple of people going up to some of them, grabbing drinks and just sitting down having chats. So if you guys want to get a move on from here and just leave this area, you can. Um, but if you also want to like stock up on any general goods, maybe grab like a map of the area or anything like that.
Uh, I want to turn towards Maverick, reach into my bag, and hand him my set of playing cards, and tell him to go have fun, knowing
Cards.
he know what I mean.
Yeah, I mean, like you do definitely see some like gambling tables have been set up on just like a couple of like wooden
Ooh.
crates and stuff like that, that have like people have just like gathered around, and some of them are like just betting over like dice rolls, stuff like that.
Because I would,
I'm gonna
as
go
a
play
character,
some
know that,
dice.
right? Based on his appearance,
What happened?
I would know that he's good at gambling. Hopefully,
I mean, do you want to make that assumption based on his rugged appearance?
yes, I want to make that assumption that I think he's good at gambling. I think he's good at conning. I don't know if he is or not. I'm gonna assume he is.
Sounds like you're just being.
No, I'm being stereotypical, which
Wait, you
is
think he's good at
okay.
What you
elves?
got against humans?
Y'all are a dirty, filthy race.
Besides that,
That's pretty much it.
That's pretty much it. I mean, you are a trespasser race, so
So,
like,
if you want to know
if
specifically
we're talking
what
in
tables
character,
are set up, um, there is a couple of just like general card tables that have been set up for like betting, and then there are two. There's like a full table of liar's dice that doesn't have any empty seats. There's also a table for Jip and a table for something known as Tomorrow's Spinner, which is where somebody takes a 20-sided dice and rolls it, and it's sort of like roulette, like a roulette table. You bet on odds or evens or a specific number.
I'm almost done at the poker table.
the Charlotte's table is the Charlotte's dice is only 6-sided dice, right?
Yes.
So I'm
You
gonna go
see
play
you see
dice.
that Jip is a 6-sided dice game.
Oh,
Actually, with knowing that, yeah.
and what's Jip again?
Jip is a game where you roll 2d6, but if you want you can double your bet to add another d6, and you have to try and either add up to 7 or 12. It's a minimum of 5 gold pieces to buy in, and
12
the
gold pieces.
5 gold pieces to buy in, and it's for the roulette table it's 10 gold pieces.
Down to 12, man.
So do you? So like yeah, if you guys want to play Jip, we can play Jip, and I can be like the bet watcher of the area. You see that at each table that's been set up, there is like one of the crow guards that kind of like sits there and manages the tables and manages the bets, makes sure no one's stealing anything from anyone.
Oh,
So
how
who all
likely
is
are
going up?
how likely are they to know if
I
he's
will.
cheating?
I'll go.
Depends on how easily he sneaks it.
Because we have to use their dice.
I mean, you can switch out one of their dice if you want. You do have 2 Charlotte's dice. You can. It comes with a set of 2.
Yeah.
Switch out both of them too. That way you could
Oh,
always add the number.
Mm-hmm.
goes to the table. I'll follow him. I want to see this.
Yeah, me too.
So he's going to the table, and you guys are just gonna watch.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right.
I wanna play poker, but I'm not actually. I'm gonna bet the minimum at most.
I
Just
mean,
kind of
there is
like I want
definitely
to see
just
what's
some
going on.
there is definitely just some like relaxing part like card games going on where people aren't betting anything. They're just playing cards to play cards. You can just sit there and play cards and watch at the same time.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Every now and again, somebody will like
Like,
snap at you, say like, "Hey, holy man, your turn." You know, that kind of thing.
okay, yeah, we do that.
All right, so Maverick, as you walk up to the table of Jip, um, you see that there is a house. Who kind of just like manages if you fail to win your bet, anyone else who makes a bet gets your winnings. But if no one else bets, they get the winning, and it goes to Madam Crow. So, minimum of 5 GP buy-in, and whenever you approach, you just goes, "Welcome, welcome. You know how to play chips, sir."
And the minimum is 5.
5 gold pieces. Yeah, there's like a little sign. It just says 5 GP buy-in.
Is this place kind of standard of living? Is it kind of medium or poverty or
You
because I
guys
want
are to put it into perspective. Everyone is kind of essentially intense, besides Madame Crow herself, who was in the tower.
to? Mm-hmm.
Anyone else who was like in semi-permanent lodging would be like the Jackdaw and stuff like that. Would have like uh, the sort of like I'm thinking like Red Dead tents, right? But like you know how whenever you switch out the skins, there's some of them that have like actual like wooden walls and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
They have that kind of thing where it's like a wooden wall but a canopy roof. Everyone else generally just
Right.
has like a bunch of canopies covering their heads and are using
So
like various storage crates and loose tables and stuff like that as their bedding stuff.
so
It's
the
fairly
average bid usually is about 5 to 10
yeah,
gold.
it's pretty cheap stuff. And no one's going like fucking 100 fucking GP.
Gotcha.
So currently, right
So
now, there is just 10 GP in the pot. You see, there are 2 other people betting. There is one hooded figure, and there is a bald, bearded man who is kind of just sitting there. He kind of just like spits into a little tobacco pot and looks at you, just goes like, "Ugh."
all right, I'll since there's 10 already, I'll go ahead and put 5 in.
All right, you sit down. He just says, "So, you ever played Jit before?"
No.
He passes you 2
Mm,
dice after you sit down and make yourself comfortable. He just says, "You roll 2 dice, everyone at the same time. You try and make it 7 to 12, and whoever makes either wins double their bet." No, sorry. Pay gets split between winners. He's like looking at a little sheet, which is what I'm doing.
So,
But
if
you
I
can double
win,
your bet before you roll and add another number, another dice to your roll. And if you roll a 7 or a 12, you win. But only those.
mm, all right, I'll go with the standard 2
All right.
dice.
So you're just gonna roll
And
normal dice or what?
I'm trying to think. Let's go ahead and roll the normal dice first.
All right.
So, and 2 6 dice. Let's see.
Alright, I'm going to roll
Alright,
for
I
the other
got-
guys as well. Hold on to your numbers. Alright, roll for the hooded figure, babe. Hooded figure, what do they get? Gets a 5. You see that the old man's who has like the bearded figure is gonna add 5 to his dice, so he tosses a another 5 gold pieces and gets another dice to roll. And he's going to get. Oh, he gets 11. He just fucking slams his fist on the goddamn on the table, just like, God damn it, one short. Spits again into the spittoon. And go ahead and roll.
I got a 5 and a 4, so that's 9.
That's a 9. House rakes everything in. Is just like, better luck next time, fellas. All around fail. That's when the old man kind of just like grumbles around. He like looks in his coin purse a little bit and is just like tosses down another 5. And you see the hooded figure does the same. They're each passed 2 dice. What do you want to do?
I'll put down 5.
You're tossed 2 dice.
And I'm going to use my charlatan's dice this time.
So how are you gonna switch it out?
See, I have them on me, so
You can go ahead and roll me a sleight of hand at the same time if you want. As
okay.
you're kind
Can
of
I
thinking
help
of
him
it.
with that by causing a distraction?
What do you want to do to cause a distraction?
Send like look at the person I'm playing and be like, "Woo, I got great hand" or something like that. Basically, like make a loud enough noise that
Make your
it won't be
the
performance
dealer.
check.
I got a 12.
A 12?
Got a +2 to that.
Mm.
16.
16?
Hold on,
Alright.
before
Yeah.
I forgot to add it up. Sleight of hand.
Your performance doesn't work, by the way. You rolled a 19.
Damn.
Sleight of hand is +8, so 8, 9, +8, 12 +8. That'd be 20.
Yes, and he rolled a 17, so you were able to
Okay.
switch out one of your dice, just because it wasn't a massive success.
Right.
Also,
I
also
was
you're,
only one to swap out one anyway.
yeah, but if you did get like a massive success, say like above like 8 more than him or something like that, I would say you could like probably switch out both easily.
Hmm.
So the hooded figure is also
Also-
going to toss out another 5 and double their bet, try and get an excess amount.
Because we were talking about this, and I don't know if we know this yet or not. How does this dice actually work? How does it do? Is it by thinking, or does he have to say the number?
He thinks it's just
Mhm.
whatever number he intends to get. The hooded figure rolls 11 with their 3 dice. They kind of shake their head and then they get up from the table and leave. The old man
Alright.
takes a deep breath, throws down another 5, puts away his empty coin purse, and just says, "All right, this is it. Come on."
Alright. I'm not doing luck. Because I thought 5 and I got 7
And he
total.
rolled a 9. So what did you roll?
I thought 5 plus 2, so that's 7.
7. All right. So yeah, because the
Oh,
way I'm going to
wait a
say
minute.
you can use your charlatan's dice is you're going to be able to. I'm gonna let you roll both of your dice and then pick one to swap out for another number on the 6 sides. All right.
Wait, hold up. 7's a win.
Yes.
Yeah, I got 7 total.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I thought 5 and then I rolled a 2.
All right. That's fine. So
Okay. Cool. Well, that's luck.
yeah.
Didn't think.
So trying to think of how many. So did you only put in just 5, right?
Yeah, I just put 5 in on.
You get all 25.
Mm.
You just quintupled your payout for that bet. The old man looks at you and then looks at the the house crow guard and is just like, How the hell did you just getting here, and I've been here for 3 hours. There, you two gotta be working together. You can smell the alcohol in his breath as he's sort of like yelling at you both, and the crow guard is just like, now sit down, old man. I don't want to have to hurt you. You better just take your loss and leave. No one here's rigging your game or nothing. The old man's just like, no, you two are working together, I can tell. Do you want to do anything?
I'm gonna grin at him.
That's all you're gonna do?
Mm-hmm.
You smug son of a... He's gonna swing at you. The crow guard's gonna try and react.
I'm gonna try to dodge it, so...
Yeah, roll me a dexterity check, just a straight dexterity check. Crow guard does not react in time. He's gonna try and attack you. You know what? Yeah, go ahead and roll me a dexterity check. And he is gonna,
it's
roll...
still 20, right? I keep
Yeah,
forgetting.
D20.
Oh. Well,
What'd you roll?
can I say it? Dexterity. Total of 8, because I rolled a 4, and it got a +4, so that's 8.
Ooh, yeah, you're not gonna be able to dodge that. And what is your AC? Because you rolled an 18, right? Yeah, he rolled an 18 to hit.
Oh shit.
Does that hit?
What do you mean?
Your AC. Does that hit your AC? Armor class.
My AC? My armor
Your
class?
AC 18.
What is your AC?
Armor class, right?
Yes, what is your armor class? Your AC.
15.
Yeah, so it hits you. Your armor class is what they have to beat on their hit dice to hit you, just like you have to beat their AC to hit them.
Okay.
How long have you been playing D&D, Wolf?
Since the Fallout games.
Since we did Fallout D&D.
So, I mean, if the AC's been a thing this whole time...
My
We
dumbass.
didn't do AC in
I'm
our...
high.
Not do a Fallout campaign?
No. Y'all never actually got into combat.
I mean, we did a couple of times.
Kill the ghoul.
And we, you guys broke out of prison with a couple of guards.
Yeah. That was with the whole thing where the other character they got may or
Yeah,
may not have
and I
gotten
fucking,
turned
and I
into...
ran in and just covered myself in, like, fucking glowing blood from a glowing one. Remember?
Yeah, I
We did
remember that.
combat.
Yeah, dude.
We did
I
AC.
forgot about that. Yeah. I don't
Anyways,
remember very much of that. I was very high
so
during
he's
this
gonna
time.
do a D4 plus 1 to you. You can tell this old man, he might be a drunkard, but he does, like, hard military work for, like, because he's a mercenary. Everyone here is either a mercenary of some sort, or does mercenary-esque things as of right now, kind of thing. But this guy's an old man who's been doing it for a while. He's wearing sort of like rugged leather armor and does a sword at his side, and he slugs you across the face for 4 damage.
As soon as his fist makes contact,
Motherfucker.
Oh
as
yeah,
soon as his fist
immediately.
makes contact, I jump in and kind of like
I'm
a
using my...
The
like a sword
guard
Can I
catch.
use
pulls
my...
out his like mace. Everyone else is like standing up, and some of them are like cheering it on. You see a couple of guys, like one of the hooded figure actually like stands up and puts a hand up in front of you, Cullen, telling you like, "Let's see how this goes, friend. A little bit of excitement never hurt anybody, huh?"
Do I recognize this figure?
No, this figure is completely foreign to you. It just seems to be a stranger. But you have a feeling that like in this kind of like area, bar fights are pretty fun and definitely like encouraged. A couple of
Okay.
people have already started like whooping as soon as their first as soon as their first punch lands, and Maverick gets sent like sprawling out of his chair.
Can I do one thing as a reaction, and you just tell me if it's worth doing?
Sure.
Can I cast Sanctuary as a bonus action on Tibbles, the mouse.
What does Sanctuary do?
Well, it's actually a bonus action, by the way. Already. I need a shard of glass from a mirror. You create a war with a creature within range until the spell ends, which is also 1 minute. Any creature who targets this border creature with an attack roll or a damaging spell must make a wisdom saving throw or either choose a new target or lose the attack or spell. The spell does not protect the warded creature from area effect.
Well,
It
the thing
makes
is Tibbles is not being targeted by any attack. It's all being targeted by Maverick is the one being targeted. That's the thing.
okay.
And
I was
also,
saying bar fights get a little wild.
you would need to be very open about that because that is both verbal, semantic, and material. You are
Okay,
using
yeah.
your hands, you are speaking, and you are using an item to do that. So that would
Man.
be very obvious that you are casting a spell.
Okay.
So do you want to continue with that?
Nah.
Okay. What do you want to do, Corvus?
As soon as Maverick goes down, I want to get up and swing at the guy and just.
All right, so you're gonna swing at the guy.
Yeah, get up and kind of lunge at him. You old bastard!
Go ahead and roll me a d20, see if you hit. Because he's drunk and he is just like kind of like smugly grinning after landing a good punch on the guy. And it's just like, yeah, you fucking, and turns and just sees he running at him. He's just like, huh?
11.
11. Is that what you got in your dice, or is that adding stuff to it too?
Wait, what do I add to?
You add your strength because you are not a monk, so you do not add your dexterity or anything. So just add straight
11,
strength.
11 was the dice roll, and the strength is +4, so
You got a
15.
15. 15 will hit, as he is just in leather armor, but he is relatively fast. He has a 14 in AC. So, yeah, you hit him. You don't have any abilities to let you do, like, a d4 for damage like he does. So, you are just adding your strength to a 1, which would be another 5 damage. So you hit him with 5 damage. I'm going to say this guy has 20 HP. He is down to 15. You slug him across the face. He staggers back, wipes blood from his mouth. Is just like, fucking two of you, huh? This whole fucking place against me or something. And then he's gonna like rush at you and try and swing at you.
I'm gonna look at the hooded figure and just ask, why are we waiting?
As this whole fight happens, you can. What's your
I'm more
AC, Corvus?
curious.
What?
What's your AC?
13?
13, 14. So he hits you with a 14, dealing 5 damage to you, as he sort of just like hits you right in the gut and then kicks you away.
Well, if you know you're muted, right?
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
And then you ask the hooded figure, why are we waiting? And he's just like, because the entertainment's just started. We were waiting for something like this to happen. That drunk bastard's been getting angry for a few hours now. And he's finally run out of coin.
Can I make the investigation check on like them as a whole?
Sure. Maverick, do you want to do anything, or do you want to just kind of like retreat as this whole fight happens?
Fuck that.
There is
Where's my
you have your 25 in like already pocketed kind of thing. There is
but where's
still
my dice?
your dice are with you.
Both of them?
I'll say that you grabbed him as you kind of like were as the whole argument was happening and like he started yelling. You kind of like snuggly just like put him in your hand and like put him in your pocket.
Okay. I, I mean, I want to fight. I haven't had a good fight in
I was gonna say that you still
forever.
see that the house has a lot of the money from like a couple of the other bets on the table, but the guard
Woo!
itself is like standing up with his hand on his weapon, making sure this doesn't get too serious.
Oh well, fuck that. I'm handing that shit.
All
I
right,
want the
before we do
gold.
that, go ahead and roll. You
Okay.
two as well, Cullen. I'm gonna start a new recording.
Okay.